Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Fanny, but on social media I'm also known as fyriee, and I'm a hobby artist from Hungary. So for today's video I thought I would take a deep dive into the topic of procrastination. This is something that affects me on the daily basis and I think many of you can relate to this. So in this video we're going to explore procrastination from multiple sides and also how it messes with our creative flow. I will share my personal experiences and insights about the topic with some practical strategies to overcome it. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. Let's jump right into it. So procrastination for me is like an old acquaintance. Sometimes we catch up, we keep in contact for a while, and then they just disappear and not talk for some time again. But I know that eventually they will return. I really don't like this contact that I have with them. It's like a toxic relationship, a relationship that I want to just cut, but I'm just not able to, no matter how much I try. But let's talk about the real thing. I have so many plans about my art life. I want to make paintings that maybe I could showcase in cafes later. I want to start an art business. I want to be more active on social media. I want to communicate through my art with like-minded people. And somehow, all the time when I try something, it ends with procrastination. When I go to bed and try to sleep, I have the biggest plans. I'm making arrangements for the next days. I'm taking mind notes for the things that I should do. And then when I get up, and even if I make like a daily plan, I just can't really stick to it. And at the end of the day, I feel quite defeated. And honestly, I had enough. I don't want to continue doing this. So in the last couple of months, I've been paying a really close attention. So I realized a few things that leads me to procrastination, and I would like to share these thoughts, and maybe if you also suffer with procrastination, you could use this information for your own good. So I started with dissecting my days. What could the reason be for an unproductive day? First of all, I noticed when I get up, usually I get up quite late and it's already around lunchtime. I start the day with eating lunch and then in just a second, half of the day is gone. And I feel like I don't really have any time left for doing anything. So I just lay back and let the day fly by. This is one of the things that I usually do, but I'm determined to make a change. So recently I've been trying to get up earlier. With this change, my day also changed, but it was still not good. Okay, let's say that I get up quite early. I get up, I take a shower, I make a coffee, I eat something, but I feel so freaking tired. I don't really have motivation when I'm tired. Exhaustion is motivation killer. So why is this? Let's go back a little bit. So the previous day when I went to bed, I stayed up until 12. I was laying there, my mind was flooded by thoughts, and by the time I fell asleep, probably a couple of hours flew by. So the next point, why can't I fall asleep? There are two elements to this. First of all, I'm not able to clear my mind. It's clouded, or I don't know what the expression here is. It's so full with thoughts that I just can't relax. My heart is pounding like crazy. If one thing leaves my brain, another comes in place. So I realized that I really do need meditation. I've been trying to make some research and make a few steps towards meditation, but there's still a long way to go. And there is the other point. Sometimes during the day, I get so tired that I sleep. I'm not able to wait until the night. I have to take naps, and because of this, I'm not enough tired to fall asleep when it's time. So let's go one step further. The fact that I'm tired during the days means that I don't have enough energy. And it's because I'm not utilizing my energy very well. I'm not doing any sports. So let's think about the body as like a balanced system. If you disrupt it, it makes changes until it gets balanced again. For example, if you start eating really big meals every time, even if you're not hungry, you keep eating and eating, then over time, your body adapts to the bigger portion. So you put something more into the system regularly. Your body will make the change that there will be more place. So that means more place that you have to fill. You will get hungry more frequently and you will crave more food. So let's say that you are doing sports. You take out of the system. You need energy from the system, and by this you make it unbalanced. The body will adapt to it and make enough energy, so you will be able to use it when you need it. It's kind of oversimplified how I explain it, but I hope you get to the point. It's like if you use your body, then it will make it possible to use it more. But if you don't use it, then you don't need the extra energy, so you will be just tired. And yes, every little thing adds up, and if something is not working properly, then there will be an error in the system and maybe you will start procrastinating. It's like that. You have to reach a really well-balanced life to be able to reduce the time of procrastination. But I feel like so far I only approached the topic of procrastination through taking or not taking certain actions, and there is a whole nother side why procrastination can occur in people, in me, and it's the emotions and feelings part of the story. So the act of creation is often intertwined with our emotions. The best art pieces make the viewer feel something. And it's probably because in the time of creation, the artist felt something that made it possible for the piece to be born and convey those emotions. Sometimes we don't feel good. So many things affect us in life negatively. There are so many bad situations that we just cannot handle well emotionally. So when we are in this lower energy state, we are not able to create, and it gives space for procrastination. But let's clear something. No one can be in a constant flow of creation. Sometimes we have to let ourselves rest, even if it comes with guilt. You know this guilt feeling that I'm talking about, right? Us creatives often experience this pressure that we put on ourselves, maximalism and perfectionism in its purest forms. If we start something, we should finish that and make it perfect. This is what we feel. And if we take a break, that feels like failure. So I will not go deeper into this, but it's also a good topic to discuss for another time. So yes, if we feel down, we often procrastinate. This is something that we just cannot avoid. Even the most well-balanced person will have bad days, and there is nothing wrong with that. Acknowledging that emotionally we cannot always be 100% is important for nurturing a healthy mind. Listening to our body, not just physically but mentally as well, is crucial for a fulfilling life. By listening, we can find ways to calm ourselves, to comfort ourselves, even in the worst times. So it's easier to navigate back to a creative mind state. So I think I got really into the bits and pieces of procrastination, but honestly I could go on and on for so much longer. But there is one more thing that I just really want to say. So usually when people think about the word procrastination, they only think about it superficially. They think what procrastination means is when you should do something and you're not doing it. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your life. But we have to understand the reasons. It's a physical and mental block. You cannot just say that, okay, from tomorrow I will not procrastinate, because it doesn't work like that. We have to dig deep to the roots to see the reasons why it happens with us, and only by understanding it we can change it. We have to be patient with ourselves. We are not machines working on demand. We usually forget that we are also living and breathing sentient beings, and we cannot just mindlessly keep completing tasks every day. So, by being patient and listening, we can achieve so many great things. So, you have to be patient with procrastination too, and just listen so you can make the smallest, tiniest steps towards making a change. Alright, if you listened to me until this very end, then I'm really interested in your thoughts, so feel free to share them. I've been spending more and more time reflecting recently. Our world is so full of visual and audible disturbances that we forget to stop for a minute and take care of ourselves. So I hope that with this rambling of mine, I could just put a few more seed of thoughts into your mind. But, oh, by the way, I'm doing a painting right now while I'm speaking. So I just want to share a few thoughts about this painting. This is like a grandma's garden, a gouache painting of summertime, silence, stillness, heat, and bird chirping. It's like a fresh, cottagey breath with the taste of peaches. So this is exactly what you should feel when you look at this painting. Summer, unfortunately, is over, so I'm still just hanging a little bit to it because it was just way too fast. So anyways, I will just stop talking now. For me, it's kind of impossible to talk for 20 minutes. So this 10-minute mark is already a big achievement. Probably I will try to make more talk over videos later on. But for today, this is all I wanted to share, and I will keep painting, so you can stick around until the very end to see the result. I hope that you enjoy also the painting, but also me as well until I was talking. So see you in my next video. Bye bye!